heroes! It is I, Tantus Naraman Dracovin, Lord and Emperor of the Dracovin Empire, and welcome. It is time for Gathering the Roll, the only news program supported by the Empire. Exciting and fantastic news from the worlds of Magic the Gathering and role-playing games such as Dungeons & Dragons, Shadowrun, and Pathfinder. So let's move on to talking about Magic the Gathering news. Now, the big news is that Wizards has released every bit of information you could ever want about Commander 2016. Now you can see the entire card image gallery upline, all the tokens, all the deck lists, packaging, everything. So it's coming out really soon. We'll be talking about that release. But for now, if you want to, you can go on, check out their website. I'll leave a link to the card image gallery, everybody's favorite, in the links below. Otherwise, go and check it out and see what you can anticipate in these new and exciting Commander decks. They've also now released images of the promos that they're going to have for both the Pro Tour qualifiers in 2017 and the Grand Prix in 2017. So if any of you are participating in any of those tournaments coming up in the next year, they've released the promos that you can see that you may be able to receive for participating and doing well in them. Now on the tournament side, this weekend you can participate in the Grand Prix Dallas in Texas. So remember to register ahead of time if you wish to participate in this tournament down in Texas, if you're in the area and want to be a member of one of the Grand Prix tournaments. Moving on from Magic the Gathering news into Dungeons & Dragons news. Now, Wizards has released a number of portraits that you can use to represent your character. These fit along with their fillable form player character sheets, which you can download. Now you can also get these portraits, which fit directly into the areas on the fillable character sheets so that you can have a little portrait of your character. Granted, these aren't everything you could possibly want for every combination, but if you can find one that you think would represent your character very well, it can help add to the gameplay a representation of what your character will be looking like in the game. So check it out. Maybe you'll find one that you want to use for your character. Moving on to Paizo and Pathfinder news. Pathfinder has a number of releases that have come out this week. They've released a new Pathfinder module, Seers of the Drowned City. This is for 6th-level characters. It takes your characters and delves them into the center of a mythical, supernatural hurricane that destroyed a city, and finding out some of its secrets, maybe discovering something along the way. They've also released the 3rd adventure in the Strange Aeons adventure path, Dreams of the Yellow King. This takes our characters from 7th level, where they've just left the city of Thrushmoor and the cult that was there. Heading on, they end up in the Dreamlands on a quest, and it's up to you, and it's up to your characters to see if they can escape from there, or if they'll be trapped forever. In other releases, they've released a number of new Pathfinder Society scenarios. There's a Reaping What You Sow, which is for levels 1 to 5. In this one, your members of the Pathfinder Society are dealing with old evils that the Pathfinder Society itself had caused and trying to repair them. Another scenario that's being released is From the Tome of the Righteous. This one is for levels 3 to 7 and deals with some of the repercussions of the old war between the Whispering Tyrants and the Shining Crusade, the Whispering Tyrant being Tar-Baphon. You're going into the ruins, checking things out, learning some secrets of what happened during that ancient conflict. Moving on to some Vampire the Masquerade news. Now, I told you before that there's Endless Ages is coming out, the anthology for Vampire the Masquerade. Now you can check out some more excerpts from some of the story. There are up to 7 excerpts that they've released that you can check out and read a little bit about these various stories and learn if you want to check out this book and learn a bit more about the vampire world. So that's it for the news for this week. Links to any of these news stories will be in the description below. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the news. If you have any questions or anything you want to talk about any of these stories, just leave them in the comments below and we'll discuss them. If you want to show some extra support for the channel and the Empire, then please check out my Patreon page, linked in the description below. But until the next time, I bid you farewell.